Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. We've had some good news in the UK this week that with our lockdown procedures we've actually got a roadmap now. Whether it pans out as it should is yet to be seen, but at least it's hopeful for some live music back before the end of the year, maybe festivals. And me and my wife Jo are hoping to go to Blue Dot, which we should have gone to last year, to see Björk and others there. But while we've been in lockdown, on furlough, working from home, all the record shops have been closed. We've tried to buy locally where we can. We've been getting deliveries. We've also been buying on Discogs, occasionally on Amazon when we've not been able to get it elsewhere, as one of these. But we came up with an idea. We thought, while we're in lockdown especially, in our record collection we've got over 1,500 different artists. So we've challenged ourselves each month, at least once a month, to buy a new album by someone we've not got in our record collection. So getting on with the first one I chose, this was for January, was Who is William Onyeabor by William Onyeabor. He's a Nigerian electro pioneer. I mean, it's synth music. It's fantastic. Lots of strange stories about William Onyeabor. Was he a gangster? Apparently he went living in Russia for quite a while, but no one knows exactly what the truth is with him. David Byrne and quite a few other famous musicians actually did a tour just playing William Onyeabor music. They even played on I think it was David Letterman. If you do a search on YouTube, you'll be able to find the performance of that. My wife chose a great album, Stereolab, and it's called Refried Ectoplasm and Switched On Volume 2. It's got some great songs on here. My favourite on here is French Disco, which is on a great record. Then for February, the record that I chose, someone we've not got in our collection, is The Baby Huey Story by Baby Huey. I mean, look at that. This is on a gatefold. It's a single album, and the two really, I mean, the tracks are great. There's a cover version of California Dreaming that's quite good, but the standout tracks, without doubt, are Hard Times and Running. Really good music, good soul music. And the one that Joe chose was the Yeah Yeah Yeahs with the It's Blitz. It's got my favourite track on here, Heads Will Roll. It's also got another single on here, Zero. A belated Christmas present that I bought for Joe, rather sadly, was a posthumous debut album by someone that we've both seen live. It's new to our collection. It's Denise Johnson's debut album, and quite possibly the only album, Leslie's things in the studio outtakes. On this album she does a lot of cover versions, mainly Manchester music, so she'll do things like True Faith by New Order, I'm Not in Love 10cc. It's beautiful on air, it was beautiful live. Sunshine After the Rain, Well I Wonder. Some great songs on there that she does stripped back acoustic singing. Denise was the backing vocalist with A Certain Ratio and many Manchester bands, and she was also the backing vocalist with Primal Scream for quite a while, and with the backing vocals on their most popular album, Screamadelica. For Valentine's, I bought my wife Beirut Gallipoli. It's actually got the title track on it, Gallipoli, which is one of my wife's favourites. This is the one that we actually got for Amazon. I couldn't find it anywhere locally. This is the second copy. It's still sealed because we've not had a chance to play it. The first copy come from Amazon, and it was jumping. It was a bad press. It did say it was pressed in Germany, where this one doesn't. Luckily, Amazon just told them that it jumps, send it back, and the following day we got another copy. So even though there's some bad things, I still prefer shopping local, but they came good there. As soon as something was wrong, they've replaced it within hours really. Another one that's new to our collection is one that we've bought in honour of Joe's dad. Joe's dad, one of his favourite bands was Status Quo. This is like a greatest hits of Status Quo. They were rocking all over the world. Caroline, Paper Plane, Whatever You Want, Living on an Island. This one's for you, Bob. Cheers. And the final one that's unique to our collection in the last couple of months is this by Steel Eye Span. I'm not a big Steel Eye Span fan. This is the album Now We Are Six. And the reason I bought this was, I'm not sure you'll see it, on the final track it's a cover version of To Know Him Is To Love Him, and on alto sax is Mr. David Bowie. Talking of Bowie, for Valentine's, Joe actually bought me this, which is David Bowie live at Nassau Coliseum 1976. It's a double album gatefold. Absolutely brilliant track listing. Absolutely love it. At the moment, Bowie with live albums, he's got a series of 6 that he's bringing out as brilliant live adventures. So far there's been 4 of them. The first 2 were No Trendy Reshaft and Over La Chaine. The 4th one in the mix, I've got both them too, and the 4th one is this, liveandwell.com. This came out as a bootleg quite a while ago, because it came out first of all for people who were subscribed to davidbowie.com. It's a double album, gatefold sleeve, and they're all from around the late 90s period in brilliant live adventures. Then the 4th one was Look at the Moon, live at the Phoenix Festival in '97. This is on a trifold. And to be honest, so far out of the 4, this is my favourite of the 4. I do love, but it's probably my favourite band of Bowie's, the band that played in the late 90s. I've seen Bowie since '83, since Serious Moonlight. Seen him 13 times. Seen many different lineups, including Live Aid. I was at Live Aid. But the later ones, probably the last 3-4 gigs with Gail Ann Dorsey and Mike Garson on piano, and just the band just seemed to gel so well, just fantastic. The next albums we've actually just, as you do on Discogs, think, oh, I've not got that album, so we end up buying Japan by Japan. And to be honest, I thought this was the debut album, because David Sylvian, the lead singer, goes on about it as if it's the debut, but the debut was actually Obscure Alternatives. I think they both sound great, where David Sylvian doesn't like this album. But then, because we got them two, we had to fill in the gaps for the others we didn't have. So we had to get Tin Drum, which to me is probably the best album that they did. This is the one that's got things like The Art of Parties, Ghosts, Canton, Cantonese Boy, Visions of China, Still Life in Mobile Homes. Then we also got Gentleman, Take Polaroids. I nearly said Prefer Blondes then, because with him being a bit blonde. Gentleman, Take Polaroids. Again, this has got Burning Bridges, Night Porter, beautiful Night Porter. Another one that we had to get, mainly because it's a classic and we've never had it in my collection. I'm not a massive fan of this group. The only previous record we had by these was one that I do really like, and it's Tusk, which I know Tusk caused a lot of problems for Fleetwood Mac. This is Rumours, obviously the classic album. But Tusk, I absolutely love it, but I'm not sure whether it was Lindsey Buckingham or Mick Fleetwood. One of them didn't like it, and it caused a bit of a rift, and that rift never really healed. Another one we bought from Discogs, these are more fillers than anything, but really good fillers. This is Booker T and the MGs, Doing Our Thing. there's quite a few cover versions on this. You Keep Me Hanging On, Ode to Billy Joe, The Beat Goes On. But if you like Booker T and the MGs, which I really do, it's absolutely it's vintage Booker T and the MGs. There's a couple of albums which they went off the boil a bit, but this is the full lineup. It's Steve Cropper, it's still Booker T, Donald Duck Dunn. I can't think of the other one now. And another one we've got is that we've added to the collection is Brook Benton. We've had his greatest hits for a while. I absolutely love Nat King Cole, and this is like and I love soul. And I'd say Brook Benton is almost the gap between Nat King Cole and soul music. So we're coming to a few, again, they were just fillers off Discogs, and they're all 12 inches. This one's Long Time Gone by Galliano. I used to have this on CD single back in the day. Bit of acid jazz, I suppose you'd call it. One that I wasn't aware of really, but it was a promo. It was going for a good price. It's Iggy Pop, Living on the Edge of the Night. So it's on white label. I'll be honest, when I bought it, I didn't know. I do love Iggy Pop. I've got quite a lot by Iggy Pop, but I just didn't know what that was. Another one, and this is to fill a gap in the collection because we've got quite a lot by this band. And it's a 12-inch of Soft Cell, and it's soul inside. You know exactly what you're getting with Soft Cell. Now, this is one that I've had on 7-inch for a long time, but it's sort of on 12-inch. Thought I've got to buy that. It's MC Tunes versus 808 State with The Only Rhyme That Bites. 12-inch. Then the last 12-inch that I've got, again, just to plug a gap in quite a large Bowie collection. It's a 12-inch of Jump They Say by Bowie, and it's got different mixes on here. It's got Hard Hands mix, got the album version, Left Field 12-inch vocal. I used to love Left Field when they had things like Open Up and Little Britain, and then the final one's a Dub Oddity mix. Then the final one today, it's not vinyl, it's actually a CD, but it's absolutely brilliant. It's called Albane Ailman, and it's by Senor Coconut. And what it is, it's all like Latin versions of Kraftwerk songs. All of them on there are Kraftwerk songs. So it's got Showroom Dummies, Trans Euro Express, The Robots, Neon Lights, Autobahn, Home Computer, Tour de France, The Man Machine, and Music Non-Stop. I did try to get it on vinyl, but I'll be honest, it was out of my price range. So I got the CD just to play in the car and what have you. Anyway, that's everything from this one. Hopefully see you all soon. Keep safe, and we're nearly there. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and this time it's not a train. This time, hopefully, it's the end of COVID. All right, bye-bye everyone. Bye.